Pokemon players have created many different personalized challenges that make the games harder for them. But the one challenge that has always grabbed my attention more than anything else is a Nuzlocke. Unfortunately, I'm a god gamer, and I need even greater challenges. So I'm restricting myself to only using electric-type Pokemon found in the game, and if any of them faint, I must suffer an electric shock. There's nothing that important in the early game, so we could cut right ahead to Viridian Forest, where we catch our official starter Pokemon and the mascot of the franchise, Pikachu! Moly, yes. We all know the first gym in the Kanto region, and Brock won't be easy for me. The two Pokemon he uses are Geodude and Onix. If this were the anime, I'd be able to set off the fire alarm, dousing Brock's rocks in water, but given that we got game rules and restrictions, their additional ground typing makes them immune to electricity. Well, time to hang up the run, boys. Unless... And look how much damage one quick attack's about to do? Nope, that didn't work out. It's time to pivot. Pikachu learns the move Slam at level 20, and I think with both Slam and Quick Attack, we may actually have enough moves to kill a single Geodude. With 2 usable moves in my arsenal, the win seems likely. This is the worst first gym for an electric-only run. Who thought of this bright idea? The 5th attempt has to be the one, and it damn well was. With double team spam and good RNG, I make it out of Brock's rock gym unscathed. I finally beat it! It only required me to be overleveled by 9 levels. We storm through Mount Moon, absolutely decimating any Zubat and Team Rocket asshole we come across with ease. And once we're out of the other side, I see these two schmucks staring each other down. I get one of them to replace Pikachu's Slam with Mega Kick, since we only care about power in this house.
How could you miss?
This is gonna be a very RNG heavy run, isn't it? Oh boy, it's time for my favorite gym leader for this run, Misty and her water gym. I wonder why this is my favorite. Yeah, I think there's some balance here. Life is about balance, obviously. Pikachu walked during the first gym so he could run during the second gym. Not a single shock in sight for me. With the easiest gym out of the way, it's time for a whole host of fetch quests. First, I gotta defeat my rivals, so I could go on to Nugget Bridge to defeat a Team Rocket member to face more trainers until I could finally meet another Team Rocket so I could run back down to Vermilion City. Gary, however, was waiting for me on my path of progress. See, he didn't like the fact that I wiped the floor with him and his puny team back in Cerulean City. So he only went and evolved his Abra, Rattata, and Bulbasaur into Kadabra, Raticate, and Ivysaur. But that's okay. Pikachu's electric moves are already strong against Pidgeotto, and Kadabra is as frail as a French fry. So those two are taken out without issue. This will be a breeze. It's okay. It'll be a breeze when Pikachu wakes up. When it wakes up. When it wakes up! I guess Pikachu was just too tired of carrying this run on his back. It's fine. You know, it's fine. These shocks were starting to make my fingertips tingle and sweat. Maybe this punishment is a bit too taxing. I make another attempt at Gary, and with some normal RNG, I'm able to easily make it past him now. I could finally rub the captain's back and receive the HM for cut. Now, I could face the third gym. Lieutenant Surge, the third gym leader, a man who's fought in a war using electric Pokemon. Not intimidating at all for a 10-year-old on his first adventure. It's time to walk on into his gym, complete his bullshit puzzles, and see who has the better electric Pokemon. The first battle against Surge begins, and he leads with Voltorb, a Pokemon I wish I had at this point. I click our win condition and hope it lands, and it actually does, and one-shots Voltorb, and Surge's next Pokemon, Pikachu, though I did get paralyzed due to Pikachu's static ability. It's fine, it shouldn't be a problem at all. We hit through Para every time. Raichu gets tossed out and instantly uses Double Team, which makes me sweat in places I didn't even know I could sweat in. Mega Kick has a 75% accuracy, and Double Team, while being paralyzed, can easily become a recipe for disaster here. I land the first Mega Kick to my surprise, and followed up with a Quick Attack, thinking it would be a kill, But yet the Raichu lives, dude. Oh my, you're so low. Surge heals up his last Pokemon, and now the paralysis begins to be a problem. I go for a second Mega Kick, but Raichu decides to double team yet again. Not like it mattered, because I was parried for a second turn in a row. Make it a third turn in a row. What is actually happening? Because of this putrid RNG, Raichu was able to get 3 double teams off, and now my confidence in this fight has plummeted. All hope was lost. I thought that this was going to result into another shock for me. Until... Did we land the Mega Kick? Hold on. Pikachu actually managed to connect a 75% accuracy move through 4 layers of double team and the paralysis coin flip. Come on, it's just one more attack. He's in the red. All I need to do is land this quick attack. 1 HP, holy shit, connect. You used quick attack. Now, would it have been a nice and dramatic way to end the fight? Yes. Was it likely to happen? The next attempt went a lot smoother, seeing I was actually able to sweep Surge while remaining in green health. With that out of the way, I progressed onto Route 4, where I could finally add another member to our party. Get in the bowl, you bull! With our second team member, we progressed through the black abyss that is Rock Tunnel. You know what? F wasting a move slot on Flash. I'll do this the old-fashioned way.
3 hours later.
Oh, the light! Immediately, I beeline towards Celadon City so I could steal some random person's Eevee and then purchase 2 Thunderstones so I could have 3 Electric-type Pokemon for the next gym. Raichu, Voltorb, and Jolteon. I could almost cry, it's so beautiful. With my newly refurbished team, I could finally pass the random bimbos blocking my way.
Leave room for Jesus!
So I could finally face off against Erica. She tries small talk about the weather. Yeah, shut up, Erica. You're about to get electrocuted by my fat rat. Erica leads with a victory bell, which almost goes down to just 2 kicks to the Peristome. Tangela is up next, and after a quick double team, I test to see how much damage a Thunderbolt would do. Holy hell! That does way more damage than I thought for a resisted attack. Tangela falls, and the ace of her team comes out, Vileplume. Thunderbolt won't do much against this special defense, so I'll have to pray that Mega Kick hits. No. I can't lose my fat rat here. He just evolved. Please, fat rat. Raichu manages to land a final Mega Kick and defeat the Vileplume, winning us the Rainbow Badge. Now that the gyms are half done, I need to find and defeat the Rocket hideouts so I could beat the boss, so I evolve my Voltorb into an Electrode. And steel myself to take on the boss of Team Rocket, Giovanni. Giovanni specializes in Ground-type Pokemon, which would be an issue for my electric team, but thankfully his first Pokemon, Onix, uses Bind and gets himself paralyzed thanks to Electrode's ability. And with the few Sonic Booms, Onix goes down. Rhyhorn is up next, and since it's also a ground type, that means another healthy helpings of Sonic Booms for you, good sir. I'm considering myself massively lucky that these guys don't use Earthquake or something to ruin my team. The final Pokemon for this encounter is Kangaskhan. Finally, a non-ground type, which means that Electrode could use Spark to its heart's content. After a few of those, Kanga goes down without any casualties on my side. T. This police officer robbed me of my tea. At least he lets me into Saffron City. We have a few things to take on here, but before I could do that, I need to save this old man in Pokemon Tower. I clap my rival's cheeks, clap each Team Rocket Grunt's cheeks, and then clap the old man's cheeks. I mean, save his cheeks rather, and then get the Pokeflute. Hey guys, check out my epic tunes. I think I pissed this dude off. Now that I made it to Fuchsia City, I could either jump right into the gym or grab 2 HMs first. And you know what? I want to go through the Safari Zone for a change of pace. I grabbed HM Surf and the item to get HM Strength. Koga is the Poison Gym leader, and I only have 3 Pokemon to deal with this team. I lead with Electrode, who nearly one-shots Coughing. Instead of leaving Electrode on the field with Toxic, I decide to switch to Raichu to finish it off. Koga throws out Muck, who I'm a bit worried about. Muck has the move Minimize and can evade my attacks, but RNGesus decided otherwise and gave me a crit to not worry in the slightest. Thank you, RNGesus. A second Coughing gets thrown out, but what use is that? And finally, the ace, Wheezing, gets tossed out, only to die to 2 Thunderbolts. Koga really is a joke of a gym leader. Another crit, okay. I grab my HMs after the fight and force a tiny Spearow to fly me over to the power plant because it's finally time to grab the rest of my team and not be left with only 3 Pokemon for more than half this run. When I come across the power plant, I am surrounded by all these lovely Pokemon that could fill out the rest of my team. A cute little Magnemite and an intimidating Electrode. Both will make fantastic additions, especially with Magneton's defensive steel typing. And Electabuzz being able to learn the elemental punches. But that's not the only new friends we could take with us. Alright, we get Electabuzz, we get Magnemite, and I think it's ready for the last Electricmon, Zapdos. Let's go do this. So here's the plan. I gotta double team 6 times to really make sure I'm not getting fudged over by this level 50 Zapdos. It's genuinely just, yep, you're gonna outspeed me too. Oh. Oh, dog. Don't crit, but para instead.
Please, 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 for the love of please, please, please.
This is the real way to capture a Pokemon with 1 ball. Watch. Ignore the previous way. That was badass. Now that I have a completed team of 6 Electric-type Pokemon, I could finally take on Sabrina and her Psychic types to get my 6th... Do you guys hear that? Oh god, not again! So now I have to make my way through this stupid building fighting stupid enemies to rescue a guy who stupidly got captured. Oh, but not before I get interrupted by Gary demanding a rematch. Luckily, this fight goes as smooth as butter. Not only does he not manage to land a Sleep Powder on me, but I also have a damn Thunder God on my side that has super effective attacks. GG easy. Now on to the actual challenge. I don't want to get shocked again, man. 1 shock already is fine. Like, how many shocks am I in now? The battle begins as soon as I send out my Balls of Steel, and I'm planning for a clean sweep. I hit rollout and quickly take care of his Nidorino. 1 down, 3 to go. That's okay. Rollout stacks his damage with every sequential hit. We could outpace the poison. Giovanni sends out his mama, Nidoqueen, and I stare her down. Electrode uses rollout again, only for the queen to eat the damage, giving her the opportunity to give me a real case of blue balls. What? Come on. I thought that was a decent joke. I am getting sick of these shocks, man. My hands are going numb. I send out Jolteon to clean up this mess, and I get poisoned yet again. RNGesus, what the fuck? You're done. I send out the carry of the run to actually clean up, taking down Kangaskhan, and all that's left is Rhyhorn. This is where Raichu comes in clutch. The double team strat never fails. I boost my evasion and then try to spam strength as much as possible. The battle gets a little too close for comfort, and Raichu must hear me or something, because it manages to paralyze the Rhyhorn thanks to static. Rhyhorn cannot move for a turn, which is all I need to win this fight. God bless you, Raichu. I could continue on shock-free thanks to your cute, chonky face. Now that Team Rocket is gone, and I have a useless Master Ball, I could take on Sabrina's Psychic types. How do I do this puzzle again?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting round of Can You Solve a Puzzle Made for Children? The challenger makes his mark. Oh, it looks like he's randomly going up and down, just hoping that he'll stumble into the right answer. Looks like this will take a while, folks.
3 hours later.
Okay, now I could face Sabrina. She starts the match with a Kadabra, which has the defenses of a blade of grass, allowing my Electro to take it down without a single attack landing. Next, she throws out Ash's stepdad, Mr. Mime, which starts chunking me down. I was a bit worried that I would die to a Hyrule Psybeam at this point, but Sabrina decided to calm my setup and a Hyper Potion? Oh no! Oh god! This is very no bueno. I switch into my Electabuzz to set up a light screen to take a few more hits, and take down that scary Mr. Mime with a Thunder Punch. I don't know why Venomoth is on her team since it's a poison bug type, but it fails to do anything and goes down with 2 Thunder Punches. Last is her ace Pokemon Alakazam, which leads off with a Future Sight and takes down my Electabuzz with a Psychic. The Chonkachu gets thrown out and clears Sabrina easily. I shouldn't have let Electabuzz die there, dude. It was his first, actual important battle.
Son of a bitch.
Something that I love about these earlier games is the Metroidvania type feel that involves going back to older locations now that you've unlocked it to progress. It was an amazing feeling as a kid, returning to Pallet Town, only to realize that the next gym is basically in your back garden. I take a trip down the watery path and find myself on Cinnabar Island. The Pokemon Mansion, filled with abandoned Pokemon by their trainers. Why would the trainers abandon their Pokemon? Who abandoned this mansion? The property taxes on this thing must be insane! Why are there random letters in here? Was there some sort of super weapon being built underground that could wipe an entire... Blaine leads off the battle with Growlithe, and knowing that the gym is all about Fire Blast, I decided to start off with Light Screen setup on my Dragon Fruit. The sad Fire Pony gets tossed out, only being able to land a Tickle on my Electabuzz. But its daddy Rapidash wasn't too happy about that. I switched to Electro to avoid a death on my team, and oh my goodness! Even with Light Screen up, those Fire Blasts are chunking. I don't think a single Fire Blast has mit yet also. It has an 85% accuracy. That's basically a coin toss. I switch into my Raichu, who loses half its HP right away. At this point, if another Fire Blast connected, Raichu will go down, and if I lose him, that could only create a snowball effect. That will make me lose more and more Pokemon. That Rapidash was wreaking havoc for a genuine second. My Raichu understood the dire situation we were in, and lands a crit! Bless you, Raichu, you saved this fight. Blaine's ace Arcanine gets thrown out, and... that's some bullshit. Blaine cannot miss a single Fire Blast to save his life. I have Jolteon finish off Arcanine, and we secure the win past the 7th gym. But at what cost? The last gym is the easiest to get to, but also the most challenging. Giovanni makes his return as the ground gym leader, which is a direct counter for my electric team. Not only does this gym have type advantage, but their go-to move for this gym is, you guessed it, Earthquake. Yay. Before fighting Giovanni, I decided to teach my Zapdos Steel Wing, since plenty of the ground-type Pokemon are also rock-type and are therefore weak to Steel. I lead off with Zapdos, who not only takes Rhyhorn down, but also forces Giovanni to use one of their Hyper Potions. A second Rhyhorn gets thrown out, and to my surprise, Steel Wing boosted Zapdos' defense, which helped it eat a few Rock Blasts to the face. Rhyhorn goes down, and next is Dugtrio, which falls to a single Drill Peck. Nidoqueen follows up and starts slowly chunking at my Zapdos' health, but I am not that. There's the para. Never mind. I am worried now. Let's see how much work Magneton could do since you've gotten very little screen time. Well, buddy, I would say this is my fault, but like every good trainer, I blame the Pokemon. With Nidoking being the last Pokemon to take care of, I rechecked the stats on my Pokemon to see who could survive a hit, and my boy Electabuzz and Electrode barely survived 2 Earthquakes. Since the AI is clicking Earthquake right now, I think it's a safe bet to switch to my Flying type. Why? Why did it click Double Kick here? There was no reason to do that! I throw my Jolteon out and pray that Nidoking doesn't click Earthquake, but yeah, it clicked Earthquake. I think I'm kind of fucked here, truthfully. At this point, I've lost all hope in this fight. Losing Zapdos was a huge blow to my strategy. Let's just get this over with. Please! Oh. Holy fuck! All that chonk served as a fantastic defense, and I'm able to finally knock out Nidoking. Thank you, Raichu. You saved me from suffering a full team wipe and 6 shocks in one match. With that living hell out of the way, all I have left is the Elite Four, and I'm giving myself one chance to get through it. If I die at the Elite Four, then it's all over here. I show off my shiny badges to the guards and zoom right through Victory Road, with no problem at all. The E4 starts off with Ice-type trainers, which their team consists of majority water Pokemon. I feel confident that the first E4 member was going to be a cakewalk, so I jump right into battle and Raichu right away takes down Dugong and Cloyster. But when Slowbro was thrown out, I switched to Magneton, who freezes? And after 2 turns of being frozen, I thaw out only to miss Supersonic. I cannot believe this happened. I tossed out Electabuzz to set up Light Screen to give me some room to take Slowbro's Surf, and switch into Jolteon to paralyze Slowbro. A little dance with this bro to finally take it down with a second Thunder. Lapras is the next Pokemon to be used, and a single Thunder could take it down. Yeah, I doubt it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I take it back. This E4 is not anywhere near as easy as I thought it was going to be. Oh, it crit me. What kind of RNG do I have this run? I go back to Dragon Fruit to set up yet another Light Screen, and Lapras goes down right after to double Thunderbolt. Jinx, which I forgot is a Pokemon, was my last bump in the road to deal with, and RNG strikes again. It lands not 1, not 2, but 3 lovely kisses on my Pokemon. Mwah! Half of my team is asleep now, and I am left with no choice but to switch back to Electabuzz to hopefully wake up and set up Light Screen. It didn't work. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. The only saving grace I have is my Raichu, who's clutched before. And with Jinx paralyzed, we're able to get Thunderbolt off and nearly kill it until a full restore. Raichu gets 2 Thunderbolts off before falling to an Ice Punch. Electro tries to finish up, but Jinx was tanky enough to live with 1 HP. And my last Pokemon is Zapdos, who's asleep. In all my years of playing Pokemon, I have never experienced such horrendous RNG. This was a fun run, and I can't believe I lost it to the trainer with mostly Water-type Pokemon. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe, comment on the video, and share.